Hello, hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly. I'm here again because we have got yet another update in the ongoing injury saga, which seems to be plaguing us throughout this international break. But I'm actually here with a little bit of breaking news, which I think is going to be a positive update. So, where to begin? Kudus. We have been concerned that obviously he'd apparently felt something in his back when he was playing for Ghana. We've had a lot of injuries over this international break, which seem to have come out of nowhere. If you've not already watched it, video has also gone live today, just this morning, talking about why people are getting injured, what this means, and the double-edged sword that does come with having players that are now of an international standard at West Ham. But obviously today, just now, Kudus has been named on the bench for Ghana. So the first bit of good news to take from that is that he's clearly not so injured that he's not able to play. He wouldn't be on the bench if they didn't think it was possible. I'd also like to think that if he could feel his back enough that he was in danger of injuring it more, that he would put his foot down and would have said, I'm not up to playing, or that their medical team would have seen that there was a clear issue and not put him on the bench. They've got a very big bench, so there's no need to play him necessarily today in the World Cup qualifiers. So the main thing is it's going to be interesting to see whether he's brought off that bench to try and strengthen the Ghana squad or whether they are going to rest him. Personally, I know what I'd prefer. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I would like to see us rest him, even if he's feeling something slight in his back. I don't want him put on and risking obviously injuring himself even more. And the more time he can rest ahead of our game against Burnley on Saturday, the better, in my opinion. So hopefully we see him rested. If we see him brought off the bench, though, hopefully it is a sign that it's because there is nothing too serious there. And essentially we've been worrying about nothing, because it does feel that we've had one injury after the next. Antonio, people weren't too fussed about. Then Bowen, people were concerned. Then Kudus. And it just feels like a lot of our exciting attacking movement options are just being wiped out one by one. So if we could have Kudus for the Burnley game, that would obviously be very much appreciated. Otherwise, we're going to have to work out what we do, whether we'd play Paqueta up top, whether we would play Danny Ings against his former side, whether we can finally give Obama a chance, but he's not really been playing much now. So there are a lot of things to consider, but having Kudus fit would be a major bit of good news. And he was also pictured going for a walk with the squad earlier. And I say he didn't look it. I was going to say he didn't look like he was in signs of any discomfort. You'd hope he wouldn't be struggling to walk and then put on the bench. So yeah, he looked absolutely fine walking around. Hopefully this is a good update. So yeah, most importantly, just wanted to say Kudus is on the bench for Ghana. Hopefully this means that he's not as injured as we'd all feared. Maybe just had a little achy back. We all get an achy back from time to time. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out as well to see whether or not he actually features in tonight's game. Like I said, my opinion, I would love to see him just rested, just have a day off, chill on that bench. Don't risk hurting your back, Kudus. Please, we need you. We need you against Burnley on Saturday. So there we go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are you happy to hear that it sounds as though it's not as serious as we'd all feared? Because when you hear all these things about, obviously, you're waiting for the scan results to come back from this player and that player, and this player's felt something, but we've not yet had the players assessed by our own medical teams, which is always a concern because you don't always have the same standard of care or the same sort of duty to the players where they're really concerned about the long-term effects of forcing a player to play. When players are away on international duty, it looms over you until they're really back with the medical team and you can get a firm update on how their health is. So hopefully we have a fully fit Kudus back on Saturday. Try and stay nice and positive about it because, like we said, we need him. He's creative and he's fit enough to be on the bench for Ghana. So all is good in the world of the Hammers. I say all is good. Most things are good. Yeah, things are good. But thank you so much, as always, for watching. And until next time, come on, you Irons.